Make Wilma's back end come this way some, towards my side over here. Okay, now come straight back. That's perfect, baby. Okay, now you can go straight. Okay, slow down just a little bit so that I can get over here. Okay, you're good.
Just tell me how far to back up.
Okay, stop just a second. Let me look at this other side. Okay, you can keep rolling. Okay, stop.
Hello and welcome to Sunset Seekers. Well, we made it to Purtis Creek State Park, which is another absolute gem of a state park in the piney woods of East Texas. It's very near the town of Eustis, Texas, a very charming little town. We try to find the best site that we can find, and I think that we found just the perfect site today. We're in site number 23. And this is a site that is right on the lake. And in this site you have a metal picnic table on a concrete slab. You have your lantern hook, fire pit right here. And then you have a great little tent camping site right here on the lake. So if you're wanting to do a little bit of tent camping, this is an awesome site right here on the lake. Directly across from our site here you can see the two fishing piers. Now, I will tell you that this site slopes from front to back and also from right to left, depending on if you're facing the campsite. It's got a pretty good slope to it, but I didn't seem to have too much of a problem getting my camper level. But that is something that you need to know if you plan on booking this site. Well, it's later in the evening, a little after 4 p.m., and Christy and I are just about to settle down for the evening and cook up some cheeseburgers and chill out around the campfire. It's been kind of a rough few days for us. We both are just recovering now from flu-like symptoms, and we really don't feel like ourselves yet, and may possibly not venture too far away from the campsite this weekend. We're only here for a couple of days, but we will give you a tour of the RV camping loop and hopefully show you a couple of the trails and what to expect at Purtis Creek State Park. It's about 5:30 in the evening and we're getting our campfire going. Just sitting here taking it in. This beautiful site right here. I think we did a good job, didn't we?
We did a great job.
This is an excellent camping site. We've been sitting here watching the fishermen, which are all gone now. They're earlier today there were dozens of people on the fishing piers and we didn't see anybody actually catching any fish. So I'm not completely convinced that there's actually any fish in this lake, but from what I've told, it's supposed to be a pretty good fishing lake. So, but just bear in mind that it is probably a little overfished since there's so many people that come here on a day-to-day basis fishing that you might want to sneak off and find a little private cove, maybe like back over here, back behind our site over in this direction. You might find a better fishing spot over there than at one of these fishing piers here. Now, I'm no expert fisherman. That's just my personal opinion.
Are you a fisherman?
Kind of, sort of. No, not really. If you must know,
He's not a fisherman.
I'm really not a fisherman. Doesn't mean I have a problem with. I enjoy fishing. It's just something I don't do very often.
You don't do at all.
Okay, at all. But now our fire's getting cranked up. It's going to be a beautiful evening. And I'll take you on a little tour of the loop here. Now there are a lot of sites here at Purtis Creek, so I'm not going to give you a tour of all of the sites, but I will stop in at a few that are vacant and just kind of give you an idea, a general idea of what the camping loop looks like. These are all very beautiful sites. So far I've been very, very impressed with them. Here's a site that I can show you that's vacant, site number 33. And as you can see, it's a big campsite, and all of them have the same amenities. You have the metal picnic table on a concrete slab, a really nice little tent site back over here, dual lantern hook, a fire pit right here. I don't even see the campsite next to us, so this is a pretty secluded little campsite right here. Again, it is a water and electric 30 amp. Here's site number 30. Now site number 30 looks like it can accommodate a larger RV, and it's very, very shaded. So if you're looking for a site here at Purtis Creek, you might want to keep this one in mind too, because this has a huge campsite back in here. Very, very nice campsite back here. And I like all these little trailheads that kind of jut off into the woods. What a really neat campsite. I mean, there's so many really neat campsites here at Purtis Creek, but this is one right here you should definitely consider. I'm not sure exactly just how large of an RV you can accommodate in this site, but it does look like it's bigger than our site. And our rig is 31 feet long. So site number 30, you can check that one out.
After touring the RV camping loop, we headed out to explore the rest of the park and made our way to the day use area to check out some of the amenities, to include the boat ramp, swimming area, and another giant fishing pier. Although February isn't the peak season at Purtis Creek, it's not a bad time of the year to rent a canoe, kayak, or take your boat out onto the lake. Here's the other large fishing pier on the opposite side of the lake from our RV site. Next, we checked out the swimming area and playground. All of the bathroom facilities that we saw at the park were very clean and well maintained, like this one here at the day use area. Now we're back at the RV campsite loop, where you can find the two fishing piers that we showed you earlier in the video. There is also a separate loop that has parking if you want to fish here, and you can find a short trail leading down to the piers along with a fish cleaning station. One of the highlights of our trip to Purtis Creek State Park was our tour of the Beaver Slide Nature Path and Primitive Camping Loop. The trailhead is located on the RV camping loop near site number 31. Here you can see the marker board for the 13 walk-in tent camping sites on the loop, along with a map that illustrates all of the trails at Purtis Creek. The Nature Path is a beautiful trail surrounded by a dense forest that will take you out to the lakeshore, and if you complete the loop, you will have traveled through 1.7 miles of beautiful East Texas piney woods. We recommend that you hike this trail even if you're not a tent camper. It's well worth the journey. There is an outhouse located on the Beaver Slide Nature Path near the primitive camping loop, so if you're on the trail or camping at one of the tent sites and you don't want to go into the woods, well, they've got you covered. Now here's a tour of a few of the walk-in tent camping sites just to give you an idea of what to expect. We were very impressed with all of these sites, and we highly recommend booking one of these sites if you're a tent camper. Now we weren't able to tour all of the tent camping sites, but we have included footage here of all those sites that were vacant during the time of our hike, and the ones that we saw were awesome. And again, we would certainly recommend these to all the tent campers out there. Thank you so much for watching this video and following along with us on our journey, and we hope that our video has inspired you to visit Purtis Creek State Park. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to follow us on all our future journeys.